Hey guys, it's ETQ for ETQ Entertainment Studios. This is PUBG Mobile, but it's to roast developers. Today is November 24th, 2021. Before today, this notification never popped up. A new version is available. Please update before continuing. Update now. Tap cancel to exit game. Before today, I tapped cancel and I was still able to enter the game, not installing the 1.7 version because it sucks. I don't know why people would update the game. Developers suck and they haven't been doing anything that really benefits the game significantly. Some ridiculous updates that make no sense are the changing of the kill-death formula. Totally unnecessary. The new one only makes you look like a worse player than you already are. You could have an original KD of 6, let's say you have 18 kills in 3 matches, and what the new formula would do is make it 4.5. It's ridiculous. It's not even an update that anyone wanted. But you want to know why they added to the game is because they're using the revenue inefficiently. Insufficiently. You shouldn't spend any money on the game. Developers do not use it to benefit the game other than using it themselves. And this is another example. This update notification is communist. The day before, there was no such thing as tap cancel to exit the game. I tapped cancel and still entered the game, playing somewhat before the 1.7 update, where the changes were not in effect and the game was still a tad better than this one. This one sucks. Why does 1.7 suck? They added the carry feature. That's okay, that's debatable. I'm not going to be crapping over that. The point I'm trying to make about why you shouldn't pay or purchase from PUBG Mobile or support developers or creators of this game is because the game is not good. It was way better before 2021. Other things they did were to change the menu. Going into 2021, you did not know where the buttons were because they were completely moved elsewhere. They're making these absurd changes that are completely irrelevant. And quite frankly, they would argue that, oh, you just have to get used to it. Why change something if it wasn't a problem in the beginning? Why I am refusing to update to the 1.7 version and boycotting by protesting, not updating to 1.7. The main reason is because of this. They have changed weapon parameters. What have they changed? Well, they changed to positive the DMRs, also known as designated marksman rifles. You know, Mini 14, MK14, SKS, SLR, QBU, those family of weapons. They've given them boosts. Do I think they deserve boosts? There weren't any problem with it in the beginning. Why change it now? So I'm against that, even though it's positive. I'm also against the negative, which is nerfing the DP-28. Now, this is probably the more sensitive than the DMR's portion of the weapon parameter changes. The reason why the negative is more significant than the DMR changes is because maybe it's to me, but the DP-28 is the main contender to the M416. They are nerfing the DP-28, which is the contender to the M416. What I mean by that is, let's say I don't like the M416. And to counter the M416, when I have the chance and I find the DP-28, I'm using that against M416 people. Now that they're terrorizing DP-28 users, also known as the contenders to the M416, where do we turn? The bullet drop-off decrease, the damage decrease. It's the M416 world. They're trying to apparently balance the game by doing these weapon parameter changes. But it makes absolutely no sense. Why doesn't it make any sense? It's because you don't have the same weapons in the game. You have DP-28, you have M416. They're not the same weapon to begin with. They're saying the DP-28 performed too good. Well, if it's a good weapon, it makes sense. And now they're gonna punish the DP-28 users. For what reason? I can't think of any reason. Developers are communist. Do not trust them. And whatever you do, if you installed to get the 1.7 version, which is full of crap, uninstall it. Quite frankly, it's a waste of time supporting this game by playing or purchasing, and it's not worth the storage space. Not to mention matchmaking, which is the biggest portion of the game, because that is what takes you into matches, is rigged. It is rigged. Why is it rigged? They will place you in matches where the RP or Royal Pass are higher. I know this because in C1S2, I was RP 9, but I was already facing 50s, 50 RPs. Why would that make it fair for me? Battle Royale, right? 1 out of 100 players you have a mathematically 1% chance of winning. But when you have added experience like RP50 people, which have played more to get there, and you're an RP9, your chance from 1% may have just gone out the window. You might have a 0% chance of winning. And yeah, there are bots, but that doesn't change anything because the bots are neutral. They're neutral. They're exactly at 1% chance, but you may not be. Why the bots have a better chance than you is because there's more of them in a match than you. There could be 2, there could be 10 bots. So quite frankly, even the bot's chance of winning the match is 1% straight up, but yours may not be. Matchmaking is extremely flawed. Another thing is extremely flawed is 1.7 never mentions anything about the weapon parameter changes, and I'll show you that right now. Alright, we are on Google Play. Let's take a look at the review. Starting November 24, 2021, PUBGM developers are forcing people to update to the 1.7 version, which you saw that notification where it said update. That's the proof right there. The update is full of crap. No surprise there. No weapons parameters should be changed upon release. This demonstration has shown developers are incompetent, and they cannot get their bearings straight since the very beginning when they actually released weapons. Perfect it one time so you don't have to change it the second or third times. Developers add useless features in-game ever since the start of 21. That's where the peak of ridiculous features have been added. It's been going on for a while, for past years before this, before 2021, but it's hit a peak at the start of 2021. Changing KD formula makes you look worse than you actually are. Changing menu button locations, another unnecessary update, which makes no sense. There was no problem to begin with. And not getting rid of cheaters. With the revenue PUBG Mobile has gained, you would think they would actually use it to benefit the game. They claim they have a zero tolerance towards cheaters. You could read it, it's everywhere. Why don't they do anything about it in 1.7? Does it always have to be players reporting it for them to do anything about it? What kind of stance is zero tolerance of cheaters if they don't even do anything themselves? 1.7 version, no mention of that. And that's one of the most important things. If they really said there was zero tolerance, they would do something before having players have to report other people for cheating. It doesn't make sense. Don't purchase anything. Development team doesn't use it wisely. I back that up. Don't install. Waste of time and storage space. Too much unnecessary junk makes downloading not worth it. That's the review. Let's take a look at the propaganda here. You have a video. Not even going to bother watching it. It's useless. They're bragging over how they have over 1 billion registered players. What newcomers don't even know if they don't research is the peak is already over. PUBG Mobile is on the decline. Less and less daily players. And what they're doing with that update notification is only going to make things decline further. Further and further down peak players. They're bragging how there's over 1 billion registered players. As of right now, that's not even true. It's probably half of that. Half of that, 500 million. But that might be even too much. That might even be too generous to say. It might be only 200 million players right now. The ultimate battle royale experience on mobile. Upright live right there. The modes don't really matter at all. New tactics, brand new carry system. This feature, debatable. I personally don't have a problem with it. Why? It's realistic, which is one thing developers promise. Realism. Do I support this carry system? I can't tell you that. Look at the propaganda, okay? Not once, right? Because this is the end. You can see that last picture is the end. Not once do they mention anything about changing cheaters, improving player gameplay and experience. Not once do you see any mention of the weapon parameters. that were changed? Nothing. PUBG Mobile is a communist game, and you should not play it to support it in any way. You are far better off doing something you actually like. It could be a hobby. It could be a different video game to spend your time on that is more worth while your time than even spending 1 second on PUBG Mobile. Don't play it. Don't spend in it. Spend your time wisely. This is a waste of time. Save yourself from this. And my final statement would be, just avoid it overall. It's not worth it. Thanks for watching. I'm ETQ for DQ Studios. I'll see you next time, not on PUBG Mobile. Thank goodness. I'm done.